Thank you, Ben and Scott. Pip.
I'm the older sister, Pippa. Ali Pops, as we called her. Ali was born in the Holy Land, her nana with Mum and Dad. The day Mum went into hospital, Nana went with her and Dad stayed at home to look after me. Mum and Dad's next-door neighbour was John and Mary Hood, the Australian ambassador to Israel. John Hood used to take his dog for a walk at 6 o'clock every evening, and if Dad was sitting on his patio having a sundowner, then that was as far as John got, and he always joined Dad. At 8 p.m. the phone rang and Dad was told that Ali had been born. Dad had to tell someone, so dressed in some dirty old shorts, an equally dirty shirt, he rushed next door to tell the Hoods. The servant, who knew Dad well, let him in, and there, sitting in full evening dress, with John Hood and Mary Hood, entertaining Sir Robert Menzies, the Australian Prime Minister. Dad burst in upon them, saying, "I have another beautiful girl." Sir Robert Menzies got straight up from the dinner table, took Dad by the hand, and said, "Good on you, mate, have a drink." And thus started the life of fun and adventure for Ali. You can't ever recount all your early childhood memories, but ours was very privileged. Little girls growing up in Israel and the Bahamas, wonderful sunny days in orange and lemon groves, learning to swim in waters the colour of gin. A little blonde girl collecting hermit crabs, chasing shoals of tropical fish, riding giant tortoise, and charming adults of every nationality, and being so young, but with such a wonderful, happy disposition. England beckoned, and the family returned home. Family homes were always places of fun, and shared with an animal or two. Usually, Ali and Mum had brought something home that they'd rescued or found. Ali was a tomboy. Tanks, forts, climbing trees, hiding in bushes and spitting cherry stones at passers-by, creating an Olympic jumping course for our poor long-suffering dog, or deadheading every beautiful rose in Dad's wonderfully colourful garden to make rose perfume or soap for Mum. The house smelt of a stagnant pond for weeks. Feeling the need to keep safe their daughters, we were entrusted into the hands of a convent school. 2 guesses as to how successful those scary nuns were in moulding demure, refined, pliable young ladies. Ali exited those gates, hockey stick in hand. She did a good bully off, ready to lead an exciting life. Much to our resistance, we moved on to Cliff House, only to realise that another dream had come true. A house by the sea, a swimming pool in the garden, spending our days on the beach looking for treasures, or in the sea after Mum had announced, "It's a lovely blowy day, girls. Why don't you all go for a swim?" What fun! Whilst she watched us from her bedroom window, swimming in the waves and diving through breakers. The rougher the better. Could be a force 9 and we'd be sent out. We rescued oiled seabirds from the beach, bringing them up to the house, presenting them to Mum and Dad, who'd clean them, get them fresh fish from the harbour, and let them convalesce in our bathroom or in the airing cupboard if they were really ill. Fishy clothes, but nobody seemed to mind. Sunday afternoons, the 3 of us with Mum and Dad, all dancing together to ABBA, her choice, or Roger Whittaker and the Eversley Brothers, Mum's choice. Ali went to Beauty College in Broadstairs and moved to London to live with me when she graduated, driving up and down to visit Mum and Andy in her little white Skoda, her pride and joy, with always a bar of dairy milk on the passenger seat. During her first job in London, Ali met Rookie, who had stayed a dear friend over the years, the only person she would trust with her hair when she married Pete. Rookie spent some special time with Ali just a few weeks ago. As with everyone, Ali's way with people impacted on her, and Rookie commented that her style of cutting and her way of making clients feel at ease were all influenced by Ali. To have the joy of sharing day-to-day life with our children was magical. Ali was there the nights they were born, times they were hurt, and the times when life was a struggle. The wonderful thing is, she has said how proud of our boys she is. They are such wonderful young men. Scott with his verve for life and deep commitment and love for his family. Ben with his gentleness and enthusiasm, with not only his family, but also now as a new dad. Ali saw him a very loving and caring father. Scott and Ben were so much hers and Pete's as mine. A bond that carved out a special relationship between them forever, and with Andy only 10 years older than Scott and very much a part of our life in London when she frequently came up to stay. That made us a very unusual looking family. 1 husband, 2 wives, and 3 children. Something that never became diluted, but increased in strength when Ali added to the team with Pete, Tyler, Taryn, Amber, and I had yet 2 more, Courtney and George. Yet more children to enjoy, whether on beaches, camping expeditions in our vans, or in tents. Sharing makeup with the girls and encouraging arts and sports, or feeding little lambs with bottles, and running pony rides at Amber and George's school with her favourite horse.